The Layer Shifter is a comprehensive tool for managing 2D sorting orders, sorting layers, and masking interactions in Unity. To begin, open the tool via Tools, It's Making Things, Layer Shifter. This opens the editor window, which serves as your command center for fixing Z-fighting and organizing complex 2D hierarchies without selecting objects one by one in the scene. Start by assigning game objects to the target setup list. You can drag in scene objects or even prefabs directly from the project view. Layer Shifter automatically handles prefab mode opening and saving. Notice the target mode dropdown. By default, this is set to roots and groups. This protects your complex characters by treating objects with a sorting group as single containers. If you need to fix internal Z-fighting within a character, switch to all renderers to drill down and modify every individual component. Precision is key when managing complex scenes. Use the renderer type toggles at the top to isolate specific components. For example, you can disable sprites or particle systems according to your needs. You can refine this further using the search filter to isolate items by name, such as enemy or UI. You can also isolate multiple terms by separating words with commas. Crucially, Layer Shifter's batch operations respect these filters. The tool only modifies the items currently visible in the results display. This allows you to surgically shift, set, or distribute specific subsets of your hierarchy without accidentally altering the rest of your scene. The tool offers a suite of batch operations organized in expandable panels. Shift moves the sorting order relative to the current value, while set flattens all selected renderers to a specific absolute number. Distribute is vital for complex hierarchies. It assigns sequential orders to children to prevent Z-fighting. Crucially, these operations respect your target mode, allowing you to shift entire sorting groups effortlessly without scrambling their internal child order. Beyond ordering, you can also batch assign sorting layers, change game object layers for physics, or modify masking interactions for all selected objects simultaneously. Note for TextMesh Pro, you will need to assign custom materials set up to deal with masks. The results display at the bottom is your fine-tuning station. To make complex hierarchies clear, objects with sorting groups are highlighted in gold, and their child renderers are visually indented. This interactive list lets you tweak specific objects one by one. You can sort by name, order, or layer to quickly spot errors. The order column features a drag handle. Click and drag to scrub the value live in the scene, holding Shift to snap to increments of 5. You can also correct individual sorting layers or masking settings using the per row dropdowns. Layer Shifter isn't just for the editor, it powers runtime gameplay. Here we have a character walking behind a tree. On the tree, we attach the Layer Shifter trigger. The system is now hierarchy resilient. Even if your collider is on a child object, like the player's feet, the trigger automatically finds the runtime layer shifter on the parent root. There is also layer mask filtering, so you can ignore debris or enemies and only affect the player. To visualize this, toggle Show Debug GUI on the trigger to see real-time detection status in the game view. For complex movement, like this race car jumping over a bridge, precise control is required. We use a jump trigger with shift relative to lift the car onto the bridge layer. We can set the trigger to only activate if the car enters in the down direction, ensuring the layer shift doesn't happen if the car drives under the bridge from a different angle. We can also use Unity events to play a jump sound effect or spawn dust particles the moment the layer shift occurs, without writing extra code. Before writing custom script, you can test the component's logic directly. On the Runtime Layer Shifter component, check Enable Debug GUI. This generates a control panel in the game view with buttons to manually trigger shifts, sets, and distributions, allowing you to verify your setup instantly. Finally, for full control, the component exposes a public API. I have included an example script, Layer Shifter example usage, which demonstrates how to trigger these functions via code. If you like this tool, check out my other tools on my Unity Asset Store page. Thank you for watching.